It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. We have the Broly details here. Let's go ahead and look at it now that we have the character spotlights and all of the new animations. But oh, here it is, dude. Here's the fucking. Let's just skip a little bit past because we already know a lot of this stuff, right? Yeah, like most of this stuff was already shown. Let's just go ahead and actually go into the actual kit itself. Concept: a raging hero who doles out despair with fiendish tenacity. Let misery fall upon foes near and far as you unleash overwhelming power upon them. The bloodbath awaits. Oh, dude, I'm getting fucking I'm like shaking in my boots right now. Fiendish tenacity as his passive. Increases enemy hero despair gauge when skills land. Gain strike defense up against heroes with any despair gauge filled. We can see also the despair gauge on the bottom. And rush attack damage dealt increases with gauge level. The more enemies a single attack hits, the more the gauge fills. The gauge depletes when taking rush attack damage from enemy heroes or after not dealing damage for a certain period of time. We can see it does fill up pretty fast as well. Rush attack, a physical attack. The higher the despair gauge, the more damage is dealt. That was really fast. What was the last bit? Maintains the despair gauge level during the attack, so it doesn't drain as long as you use it. Legendary Super Saiyan, base HP and all attack up. No defense up is interesting. I think this is the first character who doesn't get defense or the passive skill increased once you do transform. Gigantic Knuckle. Pummel the ground and split the earth in a set direction. The more the attack is charged, the greater the AoE. Can move and redirect while charging. Increases the despair gauge of any enemy heroes hit. Boom! Look at that, dude. Gigantic Stomp. Leap up and stomp the ground at a targeted position. Oh, so it does make enemies run away. We could see right there that Goku was running away from that, right? Excuse me. Any enemy hit by this skill will be stomped on several times and the despair gauge of enemy heroes will increase. Can move and redirect following the initial stomp. Applies unstoppable to self during the attack. Oh my god, another character with unstoppable. I'm a little scared. Roar. Is it a counter? That like how we thought? No, it was not. Roar. Unleash your Ferocious Roar in a set direction. Upon activation, immediately removes the cooldowns on all other skills. Super attacks excluded. Damage dealt by the next activated skill, Roar excluded, will be increased and the despair gauge of enemy heroes hit will increase. Cooldown on this skill will increase in proportion to the amount of cooldown removed from other skills. That's a really interesting ability. I wonder how that's actually going to work in game. Dude, I knew it. As soon as I was telling Minato said it was going to be something like Blast or Meteor. And they're like, no, because it's not the first movie for Broly. It's the second movie. Told you. Fire explosive energy blasts in the surroundings while cloaked in energy. Can move while attacking. And if enemies are nearby, energy blast will target them and explode. Applies movement speed down to enemies hit by the explosions. Increase the despair gauge of enemies hit by explosions or the cloak of energy. That's really cool. Dude, I want to test them out in the game already. But let's go ahead and look at some of the other stuff. Next, we have let me see what this is. I think this is okay, this is just his home screen animation. So this is just what you see once you have him as your set character on the home screen. Yeah, but like, Unstoppable is obviously a very scary mechanic. And I think just from that alone, this guy's going to be really, really fucking powerful, right? Like, it's only on one ability, so I don't think it'll be that bad. But still, though, he looks fucking insane, man. He truly does. All right, let's go ahead and check the Dragon Ball emote acquires now. And that's his animation once you do go ahead and get past whatever tier that they do. This next one is called Gigantic Break. I'm not actually sure what this is. Let's go ahead and just test it. Oh, this is his. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. Look at the fear, dude. It's so fucking cool. That's the finisher move. Oh my god. Let me just go ahead and look at the other animations real quick so we can pull them up. Next, we have Rage Incarnate. This is his just regular. Oh my god, dude. Fucking win animation. And then this one is called Roaring Laugh. I'm pretty sure this is the rare one, and the other one was the epic one. Still a really cool pose overall. These are his intros. Oh no, sorry, this is his MVP, not his intros. And that one's Cool and Collected, and then this is Fiendish Tenacity. God damn. All right, let's go ahead and look at his intros next. All right, this is his intro now. This is getting fired up. Next, we have Uncontrollable Anger, which is his epic one. Okay, pretty decent. I would say that it's not, like, personally, it's not something I would chase for, but it's not like a bad animation per se, you know? It still looks really cool. Let's go ahead and see. Do I have anything else that we could show? We don't really have anything else to show, but I'll just kind of let this play in the background while we just go ahead and talk. I think overall, this guy is going to be really, really crazy. And if we just go ahead and like look at the damage that he does on these characters, it doesn't look like too oppressive overall, but when you're able to fill up that gauge and have it where the despair is just going to constantly build up on these characters, I think it's gonna be pretty insane, right? Like, again, we just look at how much damage that Broly is doing with his actual abilities, like all comboed into each other, while these, I believe these are all like the level 1 variants, but even still, they don't do too much damage, and then his strike is where it kind of really shines, right? And then we, yeah, that is the level 1 abilities of the stuff, because if we go ahead and see here, that stomp is a lot more than it was on the like little showcase here. Okay, interesting. But yeah, it's like, I don't know how you're supposed to escape this guy once he just does that stuff. The thing I'm going to be most interested about is this ult, though. Firing explosive energy blasts into the surroundings while cloaked in energy wall. Can move while attacking if enemies are nearby. Energy blast will remain and target energy blast will target them and explode. Applies energy movement down by stuff. Like, it says cloaked in energy. I wonder if that does, if it decreases the amount of damage you take from the stuff, or is it like, is it just like is it just like a visual thing? Because a lot of these other characters, when they have those sort of barriers around them, they always get some sort of status effect, right? So does it just do damage and then that's just how it is, or is it something that can actually protect you? We'll have to see that for sure. But a very interesting character, something that I'm very interested on seeing. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.